right, now, the last time that the three of us were together, I looked this up. I brought you to something that you had not seen, and it became a worldwide phenomenon.
Bridgerton!
That was Bridgerton, all right?
That's the only gift Andrew's ever given me.
That was good. But now, because I knew we were going to be together, I was like, I got to bring them something they haven't seen, and I know both of you have not seen this yet. I was lucky enough to have seen it. It is a new film coming to Netflix. I'm going to call it right here. It is going to be the #1 film in the world. It is called The Harder They Fall. Let's take a look.
What the hell are you doing? There ain't nowhere to board a train, you damn stupid
You know, he might could have said nincompoop.
We ain't no nincompoop.
Okay, so first of all, this film is a Western, but it's unlike any Western you haven't seen because the primary cast is all people of color. Usually we're used to those John Wayne kinds of films, full of white people. They are what they are. But you know what? Netflix has something, and they created this film called The Harder They Fall. They used a first-time director named James Samuels. They used Jay-Z to produce it, and it has an all-star cast. We're talking Regina King. We're talking Idris Elba. We're talking Lakeith Stanfield. We're talking Jonathan Majors from Lovecraft Country.
Woo!
I'm telling you guys, this film is so badass that you're going to be like, holy crap balls. I can't believe I have not seen a Western like this before. And to make things better, every single character in this film was actually a real person. Now, the story and the narrative was kind of contrived by the writers and the director. However, each character was an actual real person in the Wild Wild West. So, you actually learn a lot of things while watching this film. Yes, it's full of action. Yes, it's full of fights. But it's kind of educational in a way because I had no idea that Stagecoach Mary, who's portrayed by Zazie Beetz, was the very first African-American female mail carrier in the United States.
Wow. Listen, as a daughter of a history teacher, I love that there's some historical inspiration or, maybe
so
not.
I might learn something also.
Yes, I told this. Yes, when I was speaking to the director the other day, I was like, you actually gave me a school lesson in terms of I had no idea who any of these people were. And they're finally going to come to light and get their due.
Very cool.
And this doesn't come out for a little while.
So yes, so it's going to be released in theaters on October the 22nd. And then everyone can stream it on Netflix November the 3rd. Now, Patrick and Rachel, do you like to laugh?
We do like to laugh.
Oh, what a question.
Do you like to laugh hard? Do you like to laugh hard?
Yes.
Yes, if it's truly funny, I might snort.
All right. You guys, I've got a show for you, and it's called The Other Two. Let's take a look.
You're like the most successful actor that I know.
It's not acting. In more gay news, Laura Dern was spotted kayaking.
Doesn't your managers do actual work?
I'm sick from working all the time. How are you so healthy?
I'm not. I've had pneumonia for 20 years. I just don't make it a thing.
I was recently turned on to the show. I had heard about it, and I was like, you know when people say, like, you got to watch this, and you're like, okay. And it
Andrew was
rarely...
turned on, Patrick. Is this going to be family friendly?
Yeah, it was, you know how, like, it's rare, it rarely lives up to the hype because people hype things up. So I was like, all right, I'm going to, I literally in one weekend, people kept telling me about the show. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch it. Now, this show is interesting because it started in 2019 on Comedy Central and got such this huge fan base that it got picked up by HBO Max. So the first season was on Comedy Central. The second season and the first season can both be seen right now on HBO Max. And basically, the show is a comedy starring Molly Shannon, this is the best thing Molly Shannon has ever done. I think it's better than even her on Saturday Night Live.
Superstar? Superstar?
Better than Superstar. Better than anything.
Better than I'm 50. I'm 50.
Better.
She's got yes, but now she plays a character named Pat Dubeck, and Pat has 3 children. Now, one of her kids is a 13-year-old kind of singing sensation. Think of like a Justin Bieber.
Okay.
And his name is Chase Dreams, okay?
Oh, gosh.
So, exactly. And the show centers around her other 2 kids. So how do these other 2 live in the spotlight of their superstar brother? And I'm telling you, it's really the writing on this show because it's very inside baseball. It's very inside show business, but it's interesting because the first season centers around the success of the younger brother and how the two siblings deal with it. And then in the second season, Molly Shannon's character, because her son is so famous, she becomes kind of like an Oprah-like talk show host and gets fame in her own right. So now these two siblings are dealing with their famous mother and their famous little brother. And they start to create kind of lives of their own, and chaos ensues and hijinks. And there are scenes in here that you will cry laughing. It is.
I love Molly Shannon. Love.
It is. This is the best thing. This is my favorite new comedy on TV. HBO Max. I think everyone needs to watch this immediately.
I think this is Molly Shannon's shining moment. Like as Pat, she's just ridiculously great in it.
She's kind of like, there's like a Ted Lasso-esque to her character, and she's so positive. She's always, there's nothing negative really about her character. It's very endearing. You can find me on television across this vast nation on Dish Nation every week. You can also listen to me on Sirius XM on Jeff Lewis Live on Radio Andy Channel 102. And you can find me on Instagram at Andrew Freund.